This next slide talk about the root cause of a defect. In this foundation level, it doesn't expand in full detail about the root cause, but it is an important point to talk about. And like I said here, if there's a single word you can focus on here, is the root cause. That word, okay. A defect causes a failure, give the defects of the system not being worked as expected. In these syllables here, it doesn't fully cover. If you want to know more about it, it is under the more expert level of the ISTQB exams, so more of a test management or improving the test process, which is like 10 years experience or something. But in here I'll give you an overview about that. Okay, so I just put this drawing here just to kind of help explain about the root cause so you understand where that comes from. So let's say a product owner works with the business users, gather all the information, and work with the business analyst, write the documentation, get it ready for the user story. But from the beginning, they capture something that it's an error. Remember, human error, something more ambiguous or a misunderstanding, but he put it anyway without knowing, like without blaming both, but the product owner, the business analyst, and then they break it down into user stories. Within these user stories that are prepared for the developers and the testers to work from it, they write defective user story. They write the error in there. Okay, and then the developer and the tester start to prepare for testing, but the developer start to code that user story, a defective code, but he thinks it's fine because he's just following what is being written, okay? And that defective code gets into the system. The tester just tests against the acceptance criteria of the user story, okay? So yeah, he's testing fine because it's working as it was asked to be coded. So let's say hypothetically in this example, it's a calculation, okay? And then it does the improper calculation, but the tests are fine because it follows the user story. It finds its way to the production, to the users, and then the users complain. It says, well, incorrect interest payment, failure. So these are the effects of the root cause. Okay, as part of the completion report after everything's complete, lessons learned, and everybody gets together and discuss and says, well, what was the root cause of it? And then you go back to the beginning, you look for any lack of knowledge. Does it need to get trained in the topic of interest calculation? Did the interviews and the workshops wasn't appropriate? Try to improve these for future requirements gathering to reduce the risk of defects in future from the beginning. Don't wait until it goes all the way down to find it in the production. So the system worked, but it worked incorrectly as per the user's point of view, and that's how you relate the root cause of a system. Okay.